What's up, guys? So as I can imagine, if you're watching this video, is that you are a skateboarder. As most skateboarders know, skateboarding comes with consequences such as injuries. Like right now I have a broken wrist and a really bad pulled muscle in my neck. And if I followed my own advice that I'm about to give you, then you wouldn't have injuries like me. So let's get started. You've probably heard this before, and I'm sure people have told you to do this before, but you don't always do it, and I highly suggest you do always do it, and that is stretching. If you don't know any good stretches to do, I highly suggest you click the link inside my crippled arm and my good arm here. Just click the link there. It'll take you to my friend Danny Duncan's channel, and he's a really weird kid that puts out some pretty funny YouTube videos as well as some very helpful YouTube videos on stretches and strength training for your body to help skateboarders. So I really suggest you go check his videos out. And if you do stretch already, then we're on to number 2. But before we get to number 2, do your stretches. It really helps. So number 2, which is similar to number 1, is don't push yourself too hard right when you start skating. So number 2, which is similar to number 1, is don't push yourself too hard right when you start skating. It's kind of just like warming up. To warm up with some basics, some stuff you know you can do. Not trying to impress anyone here, you're just trying to have fun. So do what you know you can do. Be comfortable, get the muscles all loose and warmed up. And then once your muscles are loose and warmed up, and you start feeling more confident, then you can start pushing yourself. Step number 3 is a kind of self-explanatory step, but learn how to fall. If you are like just beginning to skateboard and you haven't mastered like how to roll when you fall, you should definitely look into that. Look up some YouTube videos for it. Rolling when you fall is a great way to like reduce just smacking your wrist on the ground or full hip onto cement. Not good. So learn how to roll. So the next step is to know your limits. Pushing your limits is a lot different than exceeding your limits. Pushing your limits is what you need to do to progress in skating. It's like that's where you have fear and you don't know how it's really gonna go, but you're gonna try anyway. That's pushing your limits. Exceeding your limits is like if you've never ollied a 4-stair and gonna go try to ollie an 18-stair. Chances are it's just not gonna end well. It could end well, but there's not really a high chance of it ending well. In order to progress in skating, you are gonna need to push your limits, which can also be dangerous, but I am definitely not one to tell you to not push your limits, because I find myself pushing my limits a lot. And obviously, the more you push yourself, the more risks you are putting yourself under. Not that should stop you at all, but that's just kind of an obvious piece of advice that I'm giving you. I feel like a lot of this video has sort of like a negative tone to it. It shouldn't be taken that way. All skateboarding is having fun. When you fall, you get back up and you try it again. That's sort of how it works. So keep skateboarding. Put these 3 or 4 or 5 or 2 or 6 or 9 or 10 steps that I had told you to take and put them into consideration. And the only thing I can say you should really do is stretch every morning. Stretch every morning no matter what, but if you can't do that, at least stretch for a little bit every time before you go skate. It'll definitely help. You feel like you can skate better, you get injured less, and it's just a good thing to do for your body. So, kind of a short video. I just wanted to get something on YouTube because I can't skate for a while. I'm also probably going to be doing more sort of like talking videos like this, as boring as they are. So comment down below on what you want me to talk about. That way I can actually like talk about something you want to hear about instead of just something boring like this. So comment below, I'll film a video on it. Let's do this.